first. Okay, after today's ridiculous amount of technical difficulties already to my internet, let's hope once and for all this works. And I forgot something then. I did forget something. Damn it! I did! Okay, so today is not my day. Duly noted. World. Today really isn't my day. Now if oh great. I'm a genius at everything. I need my phone to see Twitch chat because I don't have a second freaking screen. It's weird. But so I have to use my phone. Pardon me. Forgets one tiny detail called turning the Wi-Fi on. Oh, seriously. Me in a nutshell at this point. And Twitch is on my phone at least not being nice to me. Okay, come on Twitch, I need you to like work day on my phone at least. The non-accounting PC one. I need my phone one to work. But for anyone that cares, really, the moment I actually turn it to everybody, it's like it now works. Thanks, thank you, Twitch. You're so nice to me every time. Okay. So, without further ado, hopefully today, and no more, hopefully no more, how to explain. I'm not even sure if this is normal or aged. I'll be fair, I don't know which. What's the difference? HD or not? Actually curious. Okay, there's something here. Turnabout tunes. No, that's the bond turnabout. What the hell is the difference? Right, this turn trilogy. What the hell is the HD pack? What is the difference? We'll put it on the HD version. Doesn't seem to make a lot of difference. I don't even know if there is a difference. That's my better question in this judgment. But I'm gonna consider that the PC version is also the HD version. Because I guess that matters too much even matter at all. We'll go with yes. More like maybe. Maybe. We'll go with maybe, then we'll see where it goes from here. Either way, I'm back. And no technical problems, and we're gonna start this because I've literally been dilly-dallying a lot. So, let's continue case number 2 of the first game. Oh yeah, we're still like on case number 2. So, this is still gonna take a while. Number 7, 10 AM, District Court. Courtroom number 1. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Oh yes it is. I hope at least. Miles Edgeworth. I better not show any signs of weakness today, or it'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. Wrong voice, but... Thank you, Your Honor. Defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Police officer. Yes. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Oh boy. Sir! My name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the defective. Yes, I am defective by the looks of it. I'm the detective. My God. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct. I am terrible at some words. Precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. Okay. There's the floor map of the office where our boss died, basically. The body was found by this window here. Nice, interesting shape. And the cause of death? The cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the finger found next to the body. Sir! It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. Christ. The court accepts the statue as evidence. Still calling it a statue. Yeah. Floor plans added to the court. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Maya Fey's arrest. Let's see what he has to say. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. There were 2 people there. Yeah, there were. Yeah, they were. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness count describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I didn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. I mean, because there really wasn't. I know it's just paper, but budget. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? Now, my sister couldn't find any contradiction in a witness's testimony. She would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. Oh yes. Yeah, in this game, yep. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. She does. But only a bit. She's not a lawyer, an actual lawyer. Shame. But she really isn't a lawyer. Okay. All good. Give me a minute, chat. case of. Wonder why. Oh well. Where was it? Hell was I? Okay. Huh. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. My face erased. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. Okay, let's hear it. Hold it! Would you say you got a call from? Hey pal, I'm like you know who. Call was from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel, right across the crime scene. Okay, I pressed. Not sure it did much, though. Right, please continue. There were already 2 people there already. Okay, let's see what we got. He's got Detective Gumshoe. How long would you say it took? What the? No. Between you receiving the call and your arrival at the scene of the crime. Right. I'd say it was about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto this month is quick response. That's how I got there before the killer got away. Indeed. So, tell us who the 2 people we found on the scene were. Yes, sir. The defendant? Oh, okay. God damn it. Hold it. Are you absolutely sure it was us? Listen, pal, your down back will only get you so far. Your funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair. You need to stand out like suspicious people, like suspicious people at a crime scene. Well, he does have a point about it. He is pretty unmistakable. I should pick my points to press with a little more care. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. God damn it! Press! Why is that? What's your reason? Yeah, this is the most useless press ever, by the way. Hold on just 1 second. Yeah, if I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? I think it doesn't matter which one you press, this is what you're gonna get out of it. Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. You said it. Exactly what about the suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than the claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes! Ugh. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony. Your Honor, sir! There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. I don't know why I gave him a voice. Or why I'm doing voices, actually, but keep going. Sure. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. Found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. Not victim's blood. I'm an idiot. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results show that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. And by occasion, it's a yeah, sure. I like that. That's my hard evidence. Before we can rush examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor, why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? Yep, that's a good question. I know. I'm real embarrassed. I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Why don't you be more careful? Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. I got it. Really, he should have just started with this. The other one was useless. I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. And did you find any evidence? Now, don't jump the gun on me, pal. Just listen. I'm getting to the good part. I got a bad feeling about this. Really bad. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. My God, I've already read that. Just because he found it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it. There's not. Oh ho! Then who did write it, smarty pants? Who? I did. The killer? The killer! Anyone can see that. Oh? We're saying the killer wrote her own name, buddy, please. She was framed. Hold on. If that's the case, where's your evidence? I guess there was a bit of a tall order for you. Those without evidence shouldn't open their mouths. Right. Yeah, pal. Well, detective, tell us what was written on that memo you found. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Do you have proof it was me who wrote that? Of course I do, pal. Uh-oh. He sounded pretty confident. This might not be good. Lab showed that the blood was the victim's. Okay. What kind of tests were these again? Just like... Oh, he doesn't have a beard, he's just big on his face. What kind? Well, body. I hear they take the, little bits in the blood, the, Ermogoblins, Ermogoblin, You're doing good, fine, but then... I refuse to testify on this matter, pal. I'm no expert on blood tests. Yes, that was quite clear. You may continue with your testimony. But thanks, pal. I mean, Your Honor, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Yeah? I look forward to your next evaluation. As should you. Oh. That was a mess. Right, where was I? Gumshoes make job pay cuts. Joke starts now. Found on the victim's finger, okay. On which hand was the bloody finger, detective? The right hand. She was right-handed. Ahaha! Nice try. Uh-oh. I guess it wasn't too hard to see what I was getting at there. No, it wasn't. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Detective Gumshoe, you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name. Sure, it happens all the time in books and the movies. This isn't a movie, detective. Oof. Let's talk about reality, shall we? I guess I haven't heard of many cases. No. But you find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name. Especially the name of her own sister. Ah, yeah, actually, you got a point, pal. Stop right there. Witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. Facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer. Order! Order! Order in the court. That didn't go so well. That's right. What he said. That's his whole testimony. Okay, there has to be a contradiction. Yeah, the contradiction, this one is not that hard. So, before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. But due to the autopsy report saying cause. Single blunt force trauma, death was instantaneous. It doesn't matter. Because death was instantaneous. How the hell would she, with a bloody finger, would she write it if she was dead instantly the moment she was struck? There was no way to write blood. So present it here at the last statement. Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You said that the victim, BFA, wrote this note. I know I'm putting myself a little to the side here, but there is a reason. So the sun doesn't get on the camera too much. On the camera down here. Not too much, at least. This, but it's probably not going to be for the best. Actually, we could definitely do that. There we go. Much better. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying. What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, detective. But backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But no butting your way out of this one, detective. Order! Order! But finish as your point. Someone who died immediately shouldn't have had the time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? The day after the murder. That's the... It was the day after the murder. Prosecution's point being... Oh, that finger. An autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? Second autopsy was performed yesterday, at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object. But there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. Or she? Damn you, Edgeworth! I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? The detective's a sham. Detective Gumshoe, you're a sham. How could you give me a faulty report? Something. I thought... Detective Gumshoe? I'm disappointed in you, giving him the wrong report like that. Hey, I'm sorry, sir. You are at fault, detective. This isn't going to look good on your evaluation next month. What? But... Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood? Understood. The court accepts the evidence. His autopsy report. Died from a blow by a blunt object, may have lived for a few minutes after. So, we basically lose the old autopsy report and get the new autopsy report. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. Darn, this isn't good. Prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Well, technically nothing, but let's see this. Witness, your name, please. April May, at your service. Wink. Yeah, I'm not going to change voice that much for this. I can't do that. Order. An interaction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from what and winking. Ah, Yes, Your Honor. This is not good. He's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, who were you on? Where? Who were you on? Where were you on the night of September 5 when the murder occurred? Gee, I was like, my hotel room? Tee-hee, oh god. Checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across from the Fay & Co. law offices? That's right, big boy. Big boy, oh god. Please testify to court about what you saw. Stand around and witnesses out. It was like 9 p.m. at night. I looked out the window, you know? And then, oh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. And the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. In the end, that's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy. Wink. My soul seems to die from this character. My little just like Well, Your Honor? I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any... Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia-Fay's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yes, obviously I'm doing it. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. So, right off the bat, there's no obvious, there is actually no obvious... It's got to be, even says there's no contradiction that's obvious on the facts of it. So basically, she doesn't... There's no... Sorry about this. Currently, there's no obvious contradictions, so the only thing we can do is, you know, press the hell out of her. Time to press! Why did you do that? That was, looking out the window. Huh? Why? Like, why what? Why did you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something? Oh, well, gee. You know, you could have... Excuse me, was a bit dumb. What? That's it? She can't get out of this question that easily. I sort of, you know... But I had a feeling. Yeah, this is the worst excuse ever. Like, you could have literally just said something of the genre. I was just thinking in the air or something, like... Checking the surroundings. Just because I like looking out the window. It's not that bad. It's not exactly rockets that big of a terrible excuse. Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. She just does a terrible job there. Yeah, I should press a little R on this one. Yeah, go for it. Let's see how far I can run with this. Surely you must have had a reason to look out your window at that time of night. Oh. It's alright. I will not have you badgering my witness. Badgering? I insist on hitting her with these trivial questions. Seriously, that was a trivial question. That should have been answered so easily. I really don't think it should be allowed. Yeah, stop it! The poor girl! Order! Right, you have been warned. Poor girl? What about poor me? You looked out the window. What did you see next? And, oh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. Oh boy. The one with long hair. That was me, FA. Slender, sort of. Well, some people might say pretty if that's your thing. Your thing? The person attacking you was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Okay, so this will keep on the thing going, but there's another one you can press and you get the same results. I'm not gonna press any other of the further ones because they all lead to this bit. How do you know she was the defendant? Well, you know, she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay? There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. Right. This time I'm gonna say yep, he's right, but we're gonna come back here. Ah, she stinks. And everyone in the court keeps signing with her. I better not press too hard on this one. So then, tell us what happened. The woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. She dodged? Dodged what? Well, the attack. Please continue your testimony. That girl, she got up to her and she hit her. Yeah. How did you know it was my client? Well, gee. First of all, she had a girl's physique, and secondly, she was small. Who else could it be but her? He has a point. So, it doesn't matter where you question. You can question the third or the statement. Just question the testimony in one of these two. It doesn't matter. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks. It leads to. It's the correct answer either way. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that she saw something. So, you're lying. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless about this, I mean. Yeah, you are clueless. Okay. You had really witnessed my client, my affair. You would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. That's actually true. Her face is just like, oh boy. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis. Except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. Yep. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But... Still, we don't know if she was trashed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? Rawr. What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, I would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Wink. Your testimony again, if you will. Damn, I almost had her. Almost, not quite. Witness's account. I did see everything, I did. Oh my god, throat, what's going on today? The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. And the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. My god. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock, the kind of statue clock. The thinker, I think? Well, does that the accuracy of my report not startle you? Hee. I am gonna die from voices. She. I wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. I might need some water. Nope. Excuse me for a bit. For a minute. Well, I just grabbed this. Thankfully I got some water over here. I just needed some water right now. Absolutely needed some. I did see everything. Yeah, okay, she saw everything, she says. So, you saw me then, too? Of course. I remember that spiky hair anywhere. Spiky? The witness will refrain from personal attacks on the defense attorney, even though they're correct. Oh, was I a bad girl? I'm sorry. Very well, continue. Victim, the woman dodged the first attack and ran off too. God damn it! Is that right as in your right? As you looked from the hotel room? Which hand do I hold my knife in again? Right, it was my right hand, right? Satisfied, Mr. Wright? Please continue. God damn it with the right! Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. Okay. How convenient for you to remember hippie clothes. That's what she was wearing. Oh, and her hair was all done up like a bun. What happened then? She removed that weapon, I saw it. I saw it, I did. Where did this weapon come from? Oh my god. She picked it up from the desk. She? What sort of weapon was it? The clock, the kind of statue clock. The finger, I think. The finger, I think. Clock? Didn't this come up in another testimony recently? Well, don't look so sour, Miss Lawyer. You can't win them all. Nope, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now. That clock, kind of statuey clock. The finger, I think. Well... let's present the finger, because this is obvious. How does she know it's a clock? If she was just a witness, she shouldn't know what the clock was. I mean, you can kind of connect dots here already of how she might know this thing. But let's just present and show. Miss May? What he said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, naughty Mr. Lawyer? You just said that the statue of the finger was a clock. There's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock. And he was found guilty of murder. Yep, parallelisms. Order! Just the first case. Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? Oh, The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. But the questions are all I have, Your Honor. As you may recall, I've got murders with these questions before. Well, only once. Yep, you only had one case before this one. Objection sustained. I continue to question the witness. Whew, that was close. If you stop me there, the trial will be over. What? So what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? But that's because I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time. So, you've been to the law offices of Vanco. No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. The law offices of Vanco where the murder took place is very close to the hotel. You could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? Hell no. Nope, Your Honor. No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. Or my throat on this fire. I'm not satisfied because I couldn't have rung. Your Honor, members of the court, it's inconceivable that the clock in question rang. It's, well, due to the conversation in the phone call between Maya and Mia, if you remember, or I can actually show you, there's a little bit of information right here where Mia tells Maya it's a clock, but it's not talking right now. Why? I had to take the clock out. Sorry, I put some she took the clockwork out, so obviously it can't ring. So it's empty. It's not broken. The clock is mixing its clockwork. Well, how could you possibly? Just take a look right now. Oh, see anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as your friend says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty, actually. Like, seriously, there's nothing in here. And it's still heavy as hell. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? Is, as you can see, the clock was empty. Couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May. What a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow, he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard. That is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Impossible, of course. I have proof. What? What? Wasn't you told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. Now, I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is... my cell phone. Take a look at this. That's a very cute shell phone. Oh, you have a curly phone. Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen. This is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. Recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Super serious mode activates. Order! The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it? The detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for that big fella. Yep. I think his payroll is gonna be so much lower now. Let's hear the conversation. Beep. So you just want me to hold on to the finger for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. September 5, 9:27 a.m. Beep. Got it? I think that makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, do you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was involved? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. Wink. Sure the witness has seen it before. That would make sense. Okay, I'm gonna try and not do that time. Does the defense have any objection, Mr. Wright? I'll try to do less of that. Yes. The witness claims she had seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Hold on, let's see it. Let's see it. Hold on, let's see it. Hold on, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before. Don't worry about it. So the piece of evidence is, in this case, obviously the flesh. No, it's the figure itself. If you remember last case, this statue was made by Larry, and there are only 2 in the world. One is in police custody, and this one is in our hands right now. So, kind of impossible for her to have, you know, unless it was some really big coincidence. It's simple. This clock was never in any store. Ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world, and the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible. Everything is sold in stores. It's mate. I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, excuse is not on sale today. Oh. You know, I don't even need to. I think her expression and everything else just says everything here. What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die! Well, that's a reaction. Whoa! Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Oh, the heart also turned around, by the way. Oh. Silly me. Did I, like, lose it? I guess I did. Tee-hee. Wink. This is scary. Miss Mary, let me ask. Tell me. How did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh god, she is pissed. Oh dear. The defense have an opinion on this behavior. Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Simple mate, you knew the weapon was a clock because... Well... We're going with the you held it option. This is familiar territory. I'll just use the same approach as with Larry. May held that very clock in her hands. Mr. Wright. Who was this? When she used it when was this? When she used it to strike the victim. When else? That's not entirely impossible since... Not entirely impossible. Order! Mr. Wright! What is the meaning of this? Mate, you killed me a fay, I say. And when you struck, the force of the Empire made the finger ring. That's when you heard. Truly you are a work of art, Mr. Wright. What's that supposed to mean? It was you who just proved that the finger was empty. Oh. Of course it wouldn't ring. What's more, the witness had a rock-solid alibi, Miss May. Perhaps you should explain to the poor misguided Phoenix Mr. Wright that you were in the hotel at the time of the murder. She can prove it. She did it. It would be my pleasure. No way. Yes way, Mr. Lawyer. Didn't the murder take place at 9 at night? I kinda knew that was the wrong option, by the way. See, that's the exact time I ordered some room service from the hotel bellboy. Incidentally, the bellboy corroborates the witness's story. Ergo, she was not at the crime scene. Rock solid. It's right. You just made a serious accusation against a perfectly innocent woman. Sorry, Your Honor. That didn't go so well. But if that's the case, then how did she know the finger was a clock? Wait, Your Honor, I figured it out. There is one other way Miss April May could have known it was a clock. One way alone, and I have proof. Well, proof you say? Then the court will examine your proof, right? How did a witness know the finger was a clock? So, we did find something inside her room. And that one something was... the wiretap. Obviously, she used the wiretap on Mia's phone, which would make more sense. Have a look at this! Ah! Oh, that. I found this in Miss May's room. Uh-oh. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. April May, you were tapping the victim. It's Mia Faye's phone, were you not? Oh. Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It tells me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Yes. Can you prove that? I think not. Actually, kinda. Didn't we already? Oh yeah, I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. Proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is the actual phone itself. Present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Let's see the whole thing. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on to for me. Again, what's it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like that statue, the thinker. It tells you the time. And beep. It's April May. Use the wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Objection! Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? Jesus. Defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May. Shut up, all of you. What gives you the right like that? You lawyer. Ooh. Big burn right there. Yeah, it's not fair. All of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl. Is that it? Is that it? Yep. What? Yeah, sure. That the court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. Miss May, why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tapping her irrelevant? Gosh, she's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, we're tapping the victim's phone. I really call that relevant. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? At the time of the murder, I was in my hotel room, getting room service. How could I have killed her? If you don't believe me, just ask the bellboy. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, come on, think of something. Well, continuing to examining her is not going anywhere, so calling the bellboy might be our best option. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. Nothing suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I think you've second quite low enough already. Not really. I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition? If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, but she is innocent. And thereby, you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Faye. This is my condition. What? I better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? Well, giving up is not gonna go anywhere, so we really have to take the risk. Alright, I've got nothing to lose, except for, well, everything. Understood. I accept your condition. fell right into my trap. Uh-oh. Wait. Very well. Court calls the hotel bellboy to descend. Oh boy. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. Certainly it does look like a bellboy. I don't even know anymore. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. The tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. I'm trying. I don't have accents, so I can't really. I'm the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for a nice coffee to be brought to her at 9, on the dot. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Right, I'm ready. I hope. This is it. If I can prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, I will be finished. Well, there's no actual obvious contradiction right off the bat. This bellboy won't have any reason to lie, but I have to find something to use in testimony. One more time, I'll press him until he spills the beans or the tea. So let's start this. So this is him talking about him being a bellboy. 4th generation. What exactly is it you do at the hotel? Why, anything required of me, sir. Check in guests, I check out guests. I clean rooms, I make beds. I even deliver room service, sir. I check Miss May in personally. And you always so prim. Is she right? Well, refrain from asking frivolous questions. Yep. See the call after 8 in the evening. Our guest, Miss May. Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. Then I saw them, and I... Point being, I remember her quite well. Yes, what then? This bellboy is a little... Just for us to be brought to her at 9 on the dot. Yeah. 9 on the dot, you say? Yes. Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir. 9, the time of the murder. Brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. Precisely 9, then. Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir. 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy tea. I like iced coffee at exactly 9 p.m. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on the door at the crack of 9, sir. Why would she be so particular about the time? And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May. April May. Gosh, sure it was Miss April May herself. Absolutely, sir. Absolutely? Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an enduring mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, the guests, sir, favored me with, embracer, sir. Embracer? Is that the French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir. No, it's not. But not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never forget. I shall never, ever forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. Vicar Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboys to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Finally, you understand. Bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I? No, you cannot. Gotta protest here. Wait, please wait. Yes, the defense have something to add. One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. The charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, Mr. Wright, I'll give you one more question. That's all. Okay, this is it, really it. Now, this is my last chance, and I'm gonna save, because this feels important. And because my memory of this game has been a while. It's been a while since I've played this game. What do I ask him about? Okay, so hell no for the checking, hell no for the bed making. But we gotta ask for the room service problem. Tell me again about our room service. Again, sir. At exactly 9 PM. I deliver room service to Miss May in room 303. The guest had requested iced coffee. 18 was the charge, as I recall. I see. $18? Doesn't that seem a bit expensive? Yes, well, iced coffee for two, you know. And we don't skip on the ice, sir. What did he say? What did you say? Rather quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room? I object. That was objectionable. Objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Ah, yes, quite. Indeed. It was the, good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth. He asked me not to mention if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. You fool. God damn it. I've done it. I've won. Well, not really. You've kind of gotten out of trouble waters. April May checked into a twin room with a man. Correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room. That's right, sir. Sir? Huh? Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Do you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? Then who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person? Simple. Was the man with Miss May. The man who checked in with Miss May. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboys saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. Why? What a convenient little setup. It's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other men from this court. Upstart. Amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. Court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all for today. For the trial, in any effect, court is adjourned. Oof, we made it. September 7, 2024 p.m. District Court, defendant Lombardy number 1. Well, this isn't over yet, but at least we got somewhere. Anyways, I think for today this is enough, and we'll keep going another day, probably Friday. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the stream, and I hope you see you again, and it's very dark right now. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Oh, no drop frames.